Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Unfriended Dark Web. Now, I didn't see the first Unfriended, but you know what? Blumhouse sells me on so many things. I'm like, I'm gonna go see this, and you can tell, I saw the trailers for Unfriended. This had nothing to do with that. I wish they kind of just called this Dark Web, but I'm assuming they were trying to sell it on a franchise, but whatever. And this is a story about a young man who finds a computer and finds some dark shit on it and is on a webcam Skype game night call with his friends, and total nonsense starts happening. And I think the first things first, talking about how this film is structured, is this is all told by looking at a desktop of a computer. You're looking at the screen of a computer, and that's basically it. That's all you see throughout this whole entire film, and I thought it was very unique and interesting. And how, yeah, there's moments where it was restrictive, but I think it was a really cool idea, and overall did a really good job of creating a story and following that. And I thought the pacing was really good. I never felt bored for this hour and 35 minutes, which is like, that's not saying much. I've been there. I have been bored with a film that's only an hour and 35 minutes. But this film, I think that the pacing kept up and really kept you engrossed and engaged throughout the film. It's very suspenseful, intense. Steven Susko, who wrote and directed this film, I never thought that I'd feel so much tension or thrills sitting there watching a cursor move across a computer screen. But they used it very effectively to build tension, and there's moments that's just really intense and frightening. And this is not really a horror film, honestly. There's a couple of jump scares, and they're really ineffective jump scares at that, but this feels much more like a thriller kind of suspenseful film. So don't go in thinking that this is going to scare the crap out of you, because I'm a baby and this didn't scare me once. So just to let you know, I think it was strongly acted. I think this ensemble of actors, I think, did a really good job and really sold it throughout this film. Were there some moments of a little too over the top? Yeah, but I think they did a really good job overall. And there's some good sense of humor, honestly, in this film that I wasn't really expecting, and they used some visual gags, honestly, that worked decently well, and I think that was pretty effective. But the thing is, this film's pretty shallow. It doesn't really deal with a whole lot of deep emotion, deep thematic things, except watch out for technology, but not in that way. And basically it's they do some bad things in this film. It's yeah, no doubt, but nothing really impactful or really important, or how they really took a look at it. Ooh, is this story unbelievable at moments. Suspension of disbelief really gets stretched in this film, and that's my biggest criticism of it. There's points in this film just you gotta be kidding me. That really did not work, and you thought it did. And in hindsight, the more I thought about it, there are some points where it really does leave some good breadcrumbs throughout the story, which is, I think, well done. But overall, there's some things that are just this is complete nonsense. And there's some bad decisions made by the characters that kept the story going along, and I really didn't like that, honestly, and it really didn't work for me. And it's just there wouldn't have been a film, honestly. Sorry. There wouldn't really be a film at this point where there's some decisions that's you could have easily just ended this, and then you were dumb and made a decision that kept this going. So that really didn't work for me. But then, and there's also a lot of convenience. So from a visual way and from the suspense and everything, I think this film really works. From a story perspective, it's intriguing, and I wanted to figure out where it goes. But when it all's said and done, it's just so much of it's unbelievable. It's just if you're really a genre junkie, go check this film out. I think it'll be worth your time at least a little bit. But don't expect to get scared. If you want to get have some suspense and be thrilled for an hour and 30 minutes, I think this is worth it. But if you want anything more than just some genre affair, this really isn't going to give it to you. So proceed with caution. Don't waste your money if this is just something I'm not super into this genre, not really, then don't go see this film. It's really not for you. If you're into the horror thriller things, go check this out. I think it was decently well done and done in an interesting and unique way. So there you go. That's my recommendation for Dark Web.